Hello, YouTube world. Thanks for checking in the Khaliis take. I appreciate all who came out today. And today's take of the day, I'm going to be talking about how happy the Clippers should feel right now because of what's going on as we speak with the Lakers. The Lakers came out last night and they played the Blazers, and it was a close game, 106-101. Anthony Davis did good, 36 points, 12 rebounds. But Dame Dollar, had 38 points and, his team got the victory. So the moral of the story is, I would say the Clippers should feel happy right now because the way it's looking so far, anyway, they're not going to have to play this team in the first round because it might be possible that the Lakers might not even make the play in. It might be possible that the Lakers might even, they might not even make the playoffs. And I'm not. I never thought I would say that, but they really might be the one of the first teams, if not the first team, to win a championship and don't make the playoffs the next year. And really, it's a shock if it does happen. But I don't see LeBron James getting any healthier. He already made a statement in regards to this is, he's doesn't see himself being healthy the rest of his career, whatever that means. Maybe hyperbole, maybe some truth to that. Who knows? Anthony Davis looks good, or he looked good last night in regards to him putting up points, but it didn't generate to any wins, or it didn't generate in a win last night. So it's like, what does it really matter? You know? And when you look at the Lakers as a whole, they're just not good enough. And the Clippers should really be happy because it's like if you don't have to face the Lakers, now you have an easier path to the finals rather than what you would have had if the Lakers were there. Now I know on my other videos I definitely said I wanted to see the Lakers and the Clippers you know, in a 7 game series, but I also, for the Clippers' sake, I would be happy of the fact that if they don't have to face the Lakers, I feel like that's an easier path for them to the finals. And I feel like that would benefit them a lot more because I believe they would make it to the finals and they would be the team that would face the Nets. And as I said in one of my videos a while back, I said the Clippers would be a better matchup for the Brooklyn Nets because the Clippers have more talent on offense. The Lakers, if the Lakers played the Nets, it wouldn't be the same, I don't think, because the Lakers only have two superstars and everybody on the team just feeds off of them. But the Clippers have two superstar players, and everybody on the team feeds off of their own energy. Everybody on the team can score points. They have the most depth in the NBA. They're probably more of a deep team than any team in the NBA besides the Brooklyn Nets. So I've said before the Clippers would be a way better matchup for them because if the Clippers ever really figured out, their strategy and found their way, it would be really hard for any team to beat them if they're healthy. And like I said, I'm not really sure about the Serge Ibaka thing, what's going on with that. But in regards to just the Clippers being a really great team if they're healthy, I mean, I don't see how anybody would pick against them, if they're healthy and they're playing the way they're supposed to. So, if the Lakers don't make the playoffs, which I do believe they will, but if they go in like as a 7 seed and the Clippers stay in as a 3 seed, well, the Clippers are going to avoid them the first round. And if the Lakers don't get it right, they might actually fall in the first round, whoever they face. Because right now, if they was the 7 seed and they got in, or if they become the 7 seed or stay at the 7 seed and they got in the playing tournament and got into the playoffs, they would have to face the Phoenix Suns. And I'm not sure if the Lakers can beat the Phoenix Suns. Not the way the Suns are playing, not the way they're constructed. And like I said, with LeBron not being healthy and AD not playing at his best, I mean, well, I'm not gonna say AD's not playing his best, but he's not playing his best the way he was last year, in my opinion. But regardless, they could be knocked off by a Phoenix Suns team who is really dangerous. And if that happens, there again, that's a benefit for the Clippers. Or even if they beat Phoenix, it would take them 7 games to probably beat Phoenix. And the Clippers face a team like Dallas. I think they could beat a team like the Dallas Mavericks in 6 games or 5 games. So I mean, there would be more beneficiary there, and the Clippers would have an easier first round matchup than the Lakers would, even if the Lakers made the playoffs at the 7th seed, currently constructed. But my main thing is, I wouldn't really want to see the Lakers play the Clippers in the first round. If it's me, I'd personally rather the Clippers play them like in the second round or a little bit further, so the Lakers would be more beat up. That would be the goal. You don't want to play them in the first round and find yourself in a series like that. And just because the Lakers Clippers rivalry, it'll just be tough for the Clippers anyway, I think. But especially if LeBron and all them's there. But my thing is, if the Lakers make it to the second round and play the Clippers, they might be beat up even more by then. And there again, that should make the Clippers more happy, and that should make the Clippers, have more of an opportunity to beat them. So right now, like I said, with the Lakers losing last night, the Clippers should be happy, and they should just keep winning as much as they can. If they can find a way to get to that number 2 spot or staying at number 3 spot, they're fine. Because like I said, as constructed, they would probably play the Mavericks right now, or going forward. Because like I said, the Lakers, you know, within the next 8 days, I see the Lakers being the 7th or 8th seed. That's just what I see. Now, I could be wrong, but even still, the Clippers should be happy because they're facing a wounded Lakers team that they can just stomp on. And that's exactly what they should do if they get the opportunity. And that's just my take on it. And that's just how I see the situation. So we got to see how it plays out, though. It is a couple more games, but I don't see the Lakers winning too many more games with the roster they have, because I just don't think that Anthony Davis can make that much of a difference and help them win. Because really now you see this team is all about LeBron. When LeBron is there, they play better. They're so much of a better team because he's their point guard, he's their scorer, he's their everything. And if they don't get him back in time, and even when he comes back, if he's not healthy enough, they're still not going to win, maybe except 2 games, in my opinion, because they got a tough schedule, going forward. So, I mean, it's going to be really tough. And like I said, they make the 7th seed or something like that, that's good. But, if the Clippers just stay in that 3rd seed area, which I believe they will, like I said, the Lakers going to have to play the Suns. The Clippers going to have to play a team like the Mavericks or Portland. And those are 2 teams I think they can beat in 5 games. I don't think they I don't think they'll go 7 games with either one of them teams, even though it's possible. You don't want to rule anything out when it comes to the playoffs, but I just think they'll beat them quicker, and it'll give the Clippers maybe a couple of days more rest before they go into the second round and be a little bit more fresh, ready to make the run in the playoffs. But like I said, that's just my take on it. Let me know what you think about the situation. You might think differently, and leave any comments in the comment section.